अब मैं हर एक को म्यूट कर रहा हूँ और आफाक इसके बाद दोबारा अनम्यूट होके आया।
जी सर। ओके
मैं म्यूट करने लगा हूँ। आई हैव डन इट। अब आप अनम्यूट हो और वापस आए।
जी सर आगे।
ओके सो आई थिंक रिकॉर्डिंग इज ऑन। ठीक होगी बात। So now we are starting again from the same point. आपने हमें बताया था कि there are certain cases which are precancerous and we have identified three. One is ulcerative colitis, other is hereditary familial polyposis coli, and third was a polyp not because of hereditary familial polyposis coli, but polyp, especially if it's C-side and the size is more than 1 centimeter, and especially if the size has reached up to 2 centimeter. Okay. My question to you is why he does not have ulcerative colitis in which cancer has developed?
Sorry sir, can you repeat the question?
My question is why he does not have ulcerative colitis which has resulted in cancer.
Sir, when I asked him some questions about the Fourier questions about related with the symptoms and related with the mass, patient had history the Fourier spec, but now we are talking about this patient that he doesn't know about the all things. And the patient denies to have any history of giving me history of fever, any thickness of the skin, or any skin disorder, or any other extra interest in the symptoms. So that's why I
and why do you
ask him about the diarrhea, fever?
सही जवाब है आपका. And then my question, next question is, why don't you say that he had hereditary familial polyposis coli because of the
Sir, as I'm asking about the family history, the patient denies to have any such like symptoms or such like disease in the family. So that's why. The patient was totally all right 4 years back. On sudden, he developed the pain, bleeding per rectum.
बिल्कुल ठीक. So if I have to give these answers, the answer would be more or less like Parkin, but I can talk about it. Look, it's not a case of could not have familial polyposis coli because patient does not give history of that. And more so, her age is 50 years. The patient would have familial polyposis coli, but this time he would have developed carcinoma a long time ago. These patients usually develop cancer not in that age group, much earlier than that. Similarly, at ulcerative colitis, you gave answer correctly. The patient does not give any symptoms suggestive of ulcerative colitis or long-standing ulcerative colitis. Because ulcerative colitis, a carcinoma does not develop immediately. It takes 10 years or more than that, patient having that disease and then causing it. So my next question would be, if he could be having a pre-malignant condition, what that could be, which could have resulted in a colorectal cancer?
Could be that there will be the silent polyp side of the colon.
Very good. So therefore, by exclusion, if we have to think in this patient, if he had, then possibly it was a polyp initially, and now then it has turned into carcinoma. So once we are, now we know this thing. So we have reached to this conclusion, this patient has a cancer, it is a colorectal cancer, the cancer is left-sided, doesn't have a pre-malignant condition, disease as such, could be having a polyp, and that is what it is. So how would you like to proceed?
Sir, initially, sir, I will go for the ultrasound of the abdomen and some baseline investigation.
Okay.
In ultrasound abdomen, I will localize the lump, localize the mass origin from where it is originated. Okay. And in the baseline investigation, I will do the complete blood count to see the patient's hemoglobin and any infection could be the running the patient. So I will parallelly I will deal with the patient status. I will manage the patient status, and also I will I will diagnose my I will confirm my diagnosis through some investigation such as ultrasound. And after ultrasound, if such patient is saying that he has a mass, he has a bleeding for rectum, so I would prefer initially I will go for the CT scan abdomen, IV and oral contrast. Yeah, non-invasive. Invasively, I will go for the colonoscopy, but non-invasively, I will start from the CT scan. Then I will go for the colonoscopy.
देखिए आपने जो बात की है इससे मैं इत्तेफाक तो करूंगा, थोड़ा सा मैं I will think in a different way. You see, when the patient has come, जवाब आपका सही है, with slight variation which I would like कि अगर वो हो तो ज़्यादा बेहतर हो जाएगा. Let us say this patient comes to you, and this patient has come to you, तो पहले ज़हन में आपका thought जो आएगा वो ये आएगा, specific investigation to diagnose what he has, या पहला thought आपके ज़हन में आएगा general investigations. You're sitting in, you have gone to the
जी सर, पहला थॉट मेरा यही आएगा कि I will go for the diagnosis first.
Exactly. So therefore, I'm not saying this thing कि पहले diagnostic कराएं फिर दूसरी कराएं. मैं तो ये बात कह रहा हूँ कि ज़हन में पहले. So possibly another way of answering this would be I will be doing a set of investigations. One would be to reach to a diagnosis, and then for the general condition of the patient. And in diagnosis, possibly I will go for ultrasound abdomen if you want it that way, plus colonoscopy. Or you can even say colonoscopy. And in general, talk about, when you're talking about general, blood complete picture should come. Hemoglobin should always come there. बाकी आप बेशक कोई एक दो मिस करें, but hemoglobin should always come there in carcinoma colon. Ultrasound आपने ठीक है, आप करवा लें अगर है तो. Only thing which I possibly would like to disagree with you is that, you see, when we are talking about CT scan, the CT scan is an investigation which not only gives you image of the primary, it tells you about the extent of the tumor. So since it's going to tell you extent of the tumor, possibly it will be better कि आदमी colonoscopy करे, confirm करे और फिर investigation कराए of to see the extent. This could be another thought. Or you can say this thing, I will do colonoscopy and take appointment for CT scan also. इस तो आदमी बात करना, CT scan का main role is more in staging than in diagnosis, because actual diagnosis depends upon colonoscopy and biopsy.
Yes, sir.
So we go on that.
Sir, it's like you said that patient coming with a mass, and on the basis of history examination, I'm saying it's a carcinoma of colon, but we can ultrasound only just give us the mass. It's originating from the bowel. Our ultrasound will tell me the only mass in the right hypochondrial region, but will not inform about the bowel. That's why. Otherwise, it is still first stage.
Excellent, excellent. I agree on that. I agree on. No, this is another lesson to learn. If one has one should have a justification. एक reasoning होनी चाहिए जो आपने बहुत अच्छी थी. Now, let us say if somebody says, the examiner says, they think आप colonoscopy क्यों नहीं कर रहे, ultrasound क्यों करवा रहे हैं? आप कह रहे हैं कि carcinoma colon is symptom, तो why you are going for ultrasound? But if you give such reasoning, the reasoning could be this, जो कि आप बता रहे हैं. You can further add the reasoning also, कि I plan to do colonoscopy, so ultrasound is going to tell us the mass is gut related or not and where it is, so that will going to give me a general idea also. So this reasoning is correct and I stand with it. Ultrasound जो आप कह रहे हैं, ये एक अच्छा जवाब है कि बुरा जवाब नहीं है. My other question is, colonoscopy जो आप करेंगे, which will be rigid or fiber optic?
Fiber optic, sir.
Okay. And what you would, when you're going to do fiber optic colonoscopy, so when you reach to the left colon, जब आप colonoscope के नीचे पहुंचेंगे, तो आपको एक लीजन नजर आएगा, तो आपके सामने लीजन की शक्ल कैसी होगी?
So that would be the ulcerative,
That could be.
necrotic, blackish, ulcerative with necrotic, slough, blackish area or the area side.
ठीक है. That is right. Oh, in fact, what I am asking, when I am asking such a question, what I am finding out is, do you know how does an ulcer looks like, a colorectal ulcer look like when you look through a endoscope or through a naked eye? So it could be in a form of an ulcer, it could be in a form of a cauliflower growth, or it could be simply narrowed lumen. Well, that's a narrow lumen.
Okay.
The shape is annular or tubular. अगर आप आंख से देखें, it will be in form of a tube. अगर ये लंबा है, or it could be a ring. अगर उसकी height छोटी है. So basically, a naked eye appearance or through an endoscope, the picture of the growth would be like an ulcer or a cauliflower growth or simply a narrow lumen, which could be narrower. अगर उसकी narrowing की length कम है, or it could be long, then that would be called as a tubular. ठीक होगी बात. आपने इसकी ले ली biopsy. And what you will be interested to look into biopsy?
Sir, I want to see the grading of that tumor, lymphovesicular involvement of that tumor, and with involvement of the layers.
Okay, very nice. The human mind thinks in such a way कि बहुत obvious चीज को आदमी बताता नहीं है, क्योंकि एक understood बात है. Like in this case, understood it is going to be adenocarcinoma. आपने ये तो बताया कि you are going to see the grade, but is it differentiated or not differentiated?
Fissures, diverticular ulcers.
Was it understood that colonic cancer would be an adenocarcinoma? तो आदमी है जो है आदमी एडिनोकार्सिनोमा जो है वो भी अगर मेंशन करे तो कोई हर्ज नहीं है उसमें. ओके, नाउ जब आपने ये बात कर ली, so you have done this thing. Any other investigation would you like to do? And I'm not talking about tumor spread before that. कोई और investigation है which you may like to do in carcinoma, colorectal carcinoma?
Sir, CE11.
दोबारा बताइए.
Carcinogenic membranic antigen, CE11.
Very nice. Tumor marker. That could be done.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. अब another question which can come, you have given good answers now. With these answers, also possibly you're going good. And if somebody wants to ask you and give you theoretical knowledge, अगर देखना चाहता है और आपको ज़्यादा नंबर देना चाहता है, तो one might say this thing. Okay. ये बताएं मुझे कि can there be a colonoscopy which could be done without using a colonoscope?
Yes, sir. Computerized colonography. Computerized colonography, CT colonography. It's a virtual also colonography.
बिल्कुल सही.
Virtual colonography.
बिल्कुल सही बात है. इसके डिफरेंट नाम है. इसको आप कह सकते हैं वर्चुअल क्लोनोग्राफी, वर्चुअल जो हम बात करें क्लोनोस्कोपी कह सकते हैं, वर्चुअल चीजें इस्तेमाल करते हैं. यू कैन यूज मैनी वर्ड्स फॉर दैट. एंड तो यूजिंग आप इसको ये भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं लाइक जो आपने जवाब दिए थे, ऑल राइट. सीटी स्कैन, वर्चुअल क्लोनोस्कोपी ये आप कर लेंगे. ठीक होगी बात. So CT virtual colonoscopy is the most commonly used term. CT virtual colonoscopy. ठीक होगी बात. Once you have done that, what will be the next step?
So after getting the colonoscopic biopsies, confirming my diagnosis that it is a carcinoma of the colon, and then I will go for the staging of the patient.
Okay. What will you do?
So I will go for the CT scan abdomen, I will oral contrast, abdominal pelvis, I will oral contrast, CT scan chest.
वेरी गुड. ये लफ्ज आपने अच्छे इस्तेमाल किए बीच में. एक ये सीटी स्कैन एब्डोमेन तो ज़हन में आया, मगर यू हैव यूज्ड द वर्ड pelvis also with it, so that is good. Plus the use of word contrast, that is good. So they are to be used. You are doing CT scan with contrast and includes the pelvis also. Chest, it's okay, एक है facility available है वो भी कर लें, but abdomen is definitely more important. अब मैं आपसे नेक्स्ट सवाल जो पूछना चाह रहा हूं मैं ये, before I show you what actually it is, I want to get your thought कि आपके पास अभी तक जो information available है, so what do you think इस पेशेंट की ड्यूक स्टेज क्या है?
Sir, the patient has seen that one. We are discussing this patient.
आपका
उस टाइम पे केस मैंने देखा था सर, उसकी ड्यूटी स्टेजिंग कह रहे हैं आप?
नहीं, हमने जो इसी पेशेंट की बात कर रहे हैं अभी जो आप देख रहे हैं.
इसी पेशेंट की अभी जो देखा है सर, only the mass is only present on the colonic lumen only, and there was no lymph node, and there was no distant metastasis. So it's and also the lumen, also it is only involving the muscular layer. So it's stage B, Duke stage B.
ठीक है. और लेट अस से अगर क्लिनिकल एग्जामिनेशन आपने किया और इस मास को फील किया तो आपके ख्याल में क्या स्टेज होगी इसकी?
सर B2.
B2. ओके. मैं ये सवाल बेसिकली आपके ज़हन में एक्टिवेट कर रहा था मैं, टू ब्रिंग इनटू योर अवेयरनेस द स्टेजिंग. There are two stagings which are commonly used. One is you should know one. There are many stages there, but अगर आप एक कम से कम आपको जरूर याद होनी चाहिए तो मे बी TNM or maybe anything else. Duke's calling. दूसरी ड्यूक स्टेजिंग या हिस्टोरिकल. Dukes, when he defined the staging, at that time microscope was not that much. In fact, the Duke staging was his naked eye impressions, and interestingly it was so good that still it holds true to some extent. So Duke A and B and C, if you talk, actually it doesn't talk in terms of layers of the wall, it talks in terms of the whole wall. So Duke A is limited to wall, Duke B is across the wall, and Duke C is involving lymph nodes. This is Duke. Obviously, Duke A, which is limited to wall, which does not breach muscularis propria, which is the main muscle, क्योंकि उसके बाद तो थोड़ा सिरोधा रह जाता है, और जहाँ पे पेरिटोनियम है वो हो जाएगा. So therefore, if you can feel any tumor, then minimum it is B. It cannot be A. अगर clinically tumor आप feel कर लेते हैं, तो minimum it is B.
Yes, sir.
And the chances are it will be C. क्योंकि यूजली आप जो फील करते हैं ट्यूमर, उसका साइज इतना होता है कि लिम्फ नोड भी थोड़े बहुत इन्वॉल्व होंगे. यू थिंक ऑफ, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द TNM classification, T, as you know, T1 is submucosa, T2 is muscularis propria, T3 is outside muscularis propria but not breaching the serosa, and T4 is breaching serosa oblique, directly involving the other organs. Node is N0, no nodes. N1 is 1 to 3, N2 is 4 or more nodes. Metastasis is M0, no, M1 is no. Interestingly, in whole colorectal, if you talk about the gut, the lymph nodes are more or less same, except stomach and esophagus. The number of lymph nodes are different. In your colorectal, it is N1 is 1 to 3. So if you're talking about TNM और एक ट्यूमर आपको फील हो रहा है, तो it is T4. Otherwise, you won't feel it. Plus, nodal status, definitely, it's very rare to find an N0 with T4. So it is either N1 or N2. और clinically चूंकि METs के symptoms नहीं है, तो you can say M0. This is just a general मैं आपको एक दे रहा हूँ. ये बात आपने ठीक की. So now once you have diagnosed this case and you know extend also. So what you want to do now?
Sir, after the staging, then I will discuss the disease and its complication with a multidisciplinary team. And also will discuss with the patient.
मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी टीम ने कहा कि भाई आप बताएं, जो आप कहेंगे हम हाजिर हैं. पेशेंट भी कहता है आप बताएं, जो आप कहेंगे हम हाजिर हैं. What you do want to do?
Okay.
मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. हमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ये पता चला है इसमें एडिनोकार्सिनोमा. हमें ये पता चला है it is adenocarcinoma. It is undifferentiated. It is going beyond the. It has crossed the wall. और जो adjacent structures हैं उसको थोड़ा बहुत उसने involve किया हुआ है. And one can see two lymph nodes which are enlarged also, 2-3 lymph nodes. This is what is the thing which you can see in CT scan. So what you want to do?
So then I will start, then I will go for the new adjuvant chemotherapy.
Very good. Very good. Colorectal cancer, if it is advanced stage, and by the way, whenever we talk the term advanced in GIT, any tumor which has crossed the muscle layer is an advanced carcinoma. Tumor which is limited to mucosa, submucosa is an early carcinoma. Broadly speaking, the concept is that it's metastatic. So therefore, this patient will need a neoadjuvant chemotherapy. अच्छा ठीक है, अब आपने इसको डिसाइड कर लिया ऑपरेशन के लिए, बिल्कुल ठीक होगी बात. तो ऑपरेशन से पहले क्या करेंगे आप?
So after the neoadjuvant, when patient came with after 3 to 4 cycles, then I will do the restage of the patient.
Okay.
Then after the restaging of the patient, then I will consult the patient and his abstinence about the disease, about the surgery and its complications, the management. Then I will prepare the patient for the surgery.
अच्छा ये बताएं,
correct anemia.
आप जो रीस्टेज कर रहे हैं उसका फायदा क्या?
Sir, restage, the benefit of the restaging is that we will see that the chemotherapy is working or not.
So even
and
if
the disease has been downstage.
Okay. And if chemotherapy is working, then?
If chemotherapy is working and it's giving its benefit would vary chemotherapy, then we can continue after the surgery. We can give the adjuvant same chemotherapy after the surgery.
ठीक.
And this is a downstage होगा disease, so it will be easy for the surgery.
So therefore what you're saying is कि restaging के फायदे आपको दो मिल जाएंगे. एक तो that will predict you how much responsive the tumor is to the chemotherapeutic arm. Number one. And number two, you would be more clear before even entering into the abdomen that what are the chances that you would be able to do a curative resection or not. Although वो तो जब आप खोलेंगे तभी आपको ज़्यादा आपको clarity होती है और ultimately clarity histopathology पे आती है कि whether you have achieved the curative resection or not. ये point है. अच्छा ये बताइए कुछ और कर सकते हैं आप इस केस में before operation?
Before operation?
जी. Now I'm talking about is a question you are going well and I just want to give you more marks. So then I might ask such a question. कुछ और कर सकते हैं आप इसके आंसर के लिए?
No idea, but patient prepared करेंगे सर इसके बारे में?
Question में तो अभी हम नहीं पहुंचे।
क्वेश्चन
The only point which I want you to remember is, this is not core knowledge, by the way. This is not essential to remember. ऐसी चीज नहीं है. Possibly 1 week of radiotherapy before operation. There are certain studies which say this thing that might help. Again, I'm repeating, this is not core knowledge. This is not essential to know. This is not must to know. But it's okay.
Okay.
So you have decided. By the way, what I'm going to do is, okay, after 10 is going to stop. When it's going to stop, I'm going to next week. I'm not going to hear a new case. I'm going to continue discussion from this point. We have to finish calculator in this case before we go to next case. तो आपसे अफाक रिक्वेस्ट होगी कि अगले हफ्ते आपने जरूर टाइम निकालने का. You have to come online.
No sir, I am obviously sir, I will be there inshallah.
जरूर होइएगा ताकि ये केस हमें खत्म करेंगे तो आगे जाएंगे. And I don't think कि हम खत्म कर सकेंगे क्योंकि इसके सिर्फ 10 मिनट रह गए. But let's continue जितना भी हम कर सकते हैं.
Okay.
So how will you before preparation? What I want to ask is just a simple question: is this? Okay, what operation would you like to do?
Sir, I can go for the. It's depend upon the tumor's size. That we can go for the resection and anastomosis. The patient's condition is stable.
Okay.
That is
Tell me what resection. I want a name for the resection you want to do.
Okay. Tumors present in which side? Splenic ligure?
The tumor present in the upper part of ascending colon.
Upper part of ascending colon. Then sir, I will go for the right heavy colon.
Descending colon. Colonic flexure के पास, splenic flexure के पास जो descending colon है, वहाँ पे present है.
Okay. Then I will go for the left heavy colectomy with heavy colectomy with transrectal anastomosis.
What I want you to think in terms is, always use certain words. For example, if you think that your primary intent in a cancer should always be a radical, आप palliative case तो कर नहीं रहे, तो you will say radical left hemicolectomy. That is the point.
Okay.
बात की है, but it should be not hemicolectomy, it should be radical left hemicolectomy.
Okay.
And before I finish this, क्योंकि time में हमें कितना रह गया, let me see. The time is only 5 minutes. So एक last point मैं आपको explain कर दूं मैं, then I will finish this. कि देखें, problem ये है, radical operation में one has to remove the tumor and its regional lymph nodes. Then it becomes a curative resection. And the margin, अगर ट्यूमर से 5 सेंटीमीटर 6 सेंटीमीटर away from the visible margin of tumor हो तो वो ट्यूमर फ्री होती है मुंह में. But in colons you see this thing. In left hemicolectomy we are removing a huge piece of intestine. The reason is this.
Will be a time the inferior mesenteric artery, so that's why.
The reason is this. Eyes cannot see the lymph vessels. Eyes can only see the vessels. Fingers can't feel. Fingers can only feel the pulsation in the vessels. The lymphatics, they run along the vessels, along the main vessels. So therefore, the lymph nodes are also present along the main vessels. So the regional lymph nodes of colon, they are present at the lymphovascular pedicle, where the main arteries are originating, which is the middle colic, the left colic, the right colic, or the sigmoid. So therefore, आपकी मजबूरी बन जाती है to remove the regional lymph node. You have to tie the lymphovascular pedicle at the origin. जब वहां पे टाई करते हैं तो इतने ज्यादा एरिया की ब्लड सप्लाई हैम्पर हो जाती है कि मजबूरन आपको उसको काटना पड़ता है. That is why you have to take a huge piece. Like left hemicolectomy, if you're doing, so you are in fact not only removing the whole of the left colon, you are also removing the sigmoid colon. If you think of it, not only that, you are also removing the splenic flexion as in this case, because it is present near that. It means you are also ligating the left branch of the middle colic artery. आप कम से कम वहां पे टाई करेंगे. लेफ्ट आप जो है colic artery उसको आप टाई करेंगे आप. This is how it goes. So what we do is we are going to stop it now, and from this point we are going to start next week. I'm going to post the videos of today. इसको देख लीजिएगा. और इसके अलावा ये है कि मैंने एक बॉल स्टोन्स की कोर नॉलेज बेसिक जो है अब what I was saying is we are going to start from here next time. मैं जो वीडियोस अपलोड करूं देख लीजिएगा. And today I have also uploaded a stepwise approach to acute cholecystitis. That is the core or basic knowledge which everyone should know. And for do part 2, you don't need knowledge more than that. Only thing you need is that much knowledge, how to apply it in a context of the patient. So see you next week at the same time. Bye-bye. Khuda Hafiz from my side.
Allah.
Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Let me end it. Stop the recording.